Welcome. Here is a list of the top things to do in Salt Lake City, Utah. I made this video using SlideTrip, which is an interactive presentation that is connected to Google Earth. To see the original presentation, click here. If you think that this SlideTrip is useful and would like to see more, click here. If you are interested in creating your own SlideTrip, click here. Hi, this is a tour of popular attractions in Salt Lake City. I'll show you some fun places to go to get an understanding of our history and culture, and show you some of the best places to have fun in or near Salt Lake City. To get detailed information about a place, simply pause the show and click on the links that I have included. The most popular tourist attraction in Utah is Salt Lake Temple Square. Temple Square is an oasis of peaceful gardens, fountains, dining, music, and art. This is a great time to slow down. Don't go there when you're rushed. Just enjoy a little me time, a time to sit and meditate, read, or just simply relax and enjoy the moment. Also on Temple Square is a dome-shaped building called the Tabernacle, the home of the world-famous Mormon Tabernacle Choir. The choir is constantly hosting free concerts and recitals. Click on the link to get more information. Sometimes they perform in the Tabernacle and sometimes in the conference center next door. After spending time on Temple Square, a nice, affordable place to dine is the Nauvoo Cafe. It is on the southeast side of Temple Square. Try the meat pies. People come from all over the world to visit the largest family history library in the world. To help you know why you are so amazing, it helps to know your past. It helps to know your young ancestors who lived and raised babies and grew old with them and left you as their crowning legacy. The Family History Library is on the west side of Temple Square on the street called West Temple. Come and visit. Volunteers are there to help you discover your past. There is a huge brand new mall that is south of Temple Square called City Creek Center. It has skywalks, a retractable roof, 110 stores and restaurants, food courts, and a large grocery store. Click the pause button to learn more. To avoid parking fees, some people park, for example, at the Little America Hotel and take the tracks, which is free in downtown Salt Lake. A few blocks north of Temple Square is the Utah State Capitol Building. East of Salt Lake is a really cool living history museum called This Is the Place Heritage Park. I love it because it takes me back in time to old Salt Lake City when my pioneer ancestors first arrived. I can roam the grounds and visit buildings like the old Deseret News print shop, where I can interview an actor as he prints me a copy of the latest news. These volunteers are really good at staying in character, and they know their history. There are train rides and plays and fun history activities for all ages. Here is the Wikipedia link. There are lots of things to do in the mountains east of Salt Lake. In the summer, there is hiking, fishing, and water skiing. In the winter, there is snow skiing and snowboarding. There are groups on meetup.com that you can join for free and go on hikes. Here is one of those groups. One hike that you can bring your children with, if you don't mind carrying them sometimes, is the Secret Lake Hike. Get there early in the morning to get better parking. A quick 40-minute drive east of Salt Lake City is Park City. It is an old mining town turned into quaint shops, fine dining establishments, art galleries, bars and live music venues, and ski resorts. I like the art galleries. When our family goes to Park City, we always enjoy a beautiful, peaceful tram ride to the top of the mountain and then slide down on the Alpine slide. Don't go too fast around the curves or you will go flying off. Outside of Park City are some factory outlet stores. My family goes there while I check out the art galleries on Main Street in Park City. I found out that a lot of people who travel to Salt Lake City like to step into the past to find this quaint little village. It is called Gardner Village. They have relocated some little old homes from around the area and turned them into really cool little boutiques and shops. Salt Lake City has some great mountain lakes with sandy beaches. Unfortunately, the Great Salt Lake is not one of them. But sometimes it is nice to brag that you tried floating the Great Salt Lake. If you are one of those people, pause this and read on. Willard Bay contains fresh water, not salt water, because they have separated the water that flows from the Weber River before it merges with water in the Great Salt Lake. You may have a nicer experience swimming or wading, or better yet, jet skiing in Willard Bay, but you won't float like you would in the Great Salt Lake. It is about 1 1/4 hours drive north of Salt Lake City. The biggest amusement park around is called Lagoon. It is 17 miles north of Salt Lake City. There are a lot of great rides, plus they have a huge water park. There is a discount if you are not going on the rides, but there are still a lot of song and dance performances that are always taking place. Wheeler Farm is a fully functional farm with animals and crops. There is no fee to wander the grounds and explore the woods and talk to the animals. However, there is a charge for activities such as wagon rides, tours, and milking. It is located in the south part of Salt Lake City. I visit here all the time for an interesting walk. If you are looking for local crafts and shops, go to the Farmers Market in downtown Salt Lake City. There are many great events in Salt Lake City, and some of them are free. Here are 2 sites that will give you an idea of concerts and games and other events. The end. I hope this helps you get a feel of a few of the fun things that you can do in or around Salt Lake City, Utah.